Hey mama, if you're listening to this, you might be carrying a secret that feels too heavy to speak out loud. You look like you got it all together, you serve at church, maybe you even lead a Bible study. You smile when you drop off the kids, but no one sees the other side of you, the one that comes out behind closed doors. At home, you are a completely different person. You yell, you explode, you scream at your kids, sometimes in their face. You tell them to shut up. You grab them too harshly. You throw things across the room. You smack them in anger, twist their ears, spank them in rage, and immediately after, you are hit with a tidal wave of shame. You cry alone in your room and you whisper, "God, what is wrong with me?" You feel scared and disgusted by your own reactions. You're terrified that someone might find out. You wonder if your kids would be better off without you. You feel unworthy, broken, and too far gone to be redeemed. You try to fix this on your own. You listen to podcasts, parenting books, download freebies, but nothing changes. You keep falling back into the same patterns, and it feels like you are stuck in a cycle that you can't break. You don't trust yourself anymore, and if you're honest, you are afraid of who you've become. But here's the truth, Mama. You are not beyond hope. You're not alone, and with God's help and the right support, you can change. I'm Elizabeth, a mom of 4 and an anger management coach for Christian moms. And inside my Calm Christian Mom coaching program, I guide women just like you through a powerful transformation. This isn't shallow behavior management. We go deep. We address your triggers, your stress, your mindset, your nervous system, and the spiritual root behind your patterns. We invite God into every layer and walk hand in hand towards healing. In just 12 weeks, you can become a completely different mom, unrecognizable. One who leads with patience, not panic. One whose children feel emotionally safe around her. One who cultivates peace. This summer, I'm offering a Calm Mama strategy session, a powerful 15-minute one-on-one coaching session designed to help you uncover the root of your anger and receive spiritual, emotional, and practical support. It's your chance to experience what coaching is like with me before diving deeper into ongoing support. If we both feel like the full program is the next right step, we can talk about what that looks like for you. You don't have to keep living like this. Your family is worth healing, and so are you. Use the link in the show notes to book the Calm Mama strategy session. You didn't stumble on this podcast by accident. God led you here because you've been praying for a change. You've whispered in your closet, "Lord, help me be the mom that my kids need." And now here's your answer. You've tried. You've held your breath through the tantrums. You've cried in the bathroom after screaming at your kids in out-of-control rage. You've said, "I'll do better tomorrow," but you feel like you're barely holding it together. And you're not here for a quick tip or another Pinterest idea. You are here because you are ready for a transformation, and Mama, this is your time. Let's be honest. You've been carrying this weight for way too long, and it feels way too heavy. This anger, the guilt, the shame, the fear that you're messing your kids up for life. You try so hard. You pray, you cry, you promise you will do better tomorrow. And nothing changes. And you feel completely stuck. Here is the truth. You were not meant to do this alone. Even athletes have coaches. I remember hearing this analogy from another mentor, and she was talking about investing into parenting support for parents with kids that have big emotions. And she mentioned this perspective, which really opened my eyes. She said leaders have mentors. CEO have mentors. Moms need support too. You are not a bad mom if you reach out for help. actually that makes you a good, amazing mom, that you are thoughtful enough, you are considerate enough, you are wise enough that you're thinking, okay, I'm struggling in this area and I'm going to invest in support because this is going to help me reach my goal faster. Because when an athlete hires a coach, it's because they know that this coach has experience in this area and this coach is going to help them get to that goal faster. If I were to guarantee you results, that in 12 weeks, you are going to have peace and calm in your home, you're going to be able to handle your anger in a God-honoring way. It's not going to be destroying your relationships with your kids. You're going to become a safe, warm, compassionate, loving mama. What is that worth to you? Here's the truth. God did not create moms to struggle in motherhood and feel like they're failing left and right. This does not have to be your journey. I am going to share with you the path to becoming a calm and patient mom and what we work on in the coaching program. In step 1, we work on understanding what happens in your brain when you feel angry so you can know exactly what's contributing to your triggers and how to manage them. Then we focus on proactively regulating your nervous system and lowering your controllable stress so you have capacity when things do not go your way. There's stress that is in your control and stress that is out of your control. We focus on things that are in your control so we can proactively lower the stress, and then you have more capacity to handle when things don't go your way. Then we work on processing and releasing emotions regularly so you can cope with stress and anger and overwhelm in a healthy and effective way. You're gonna have feelings. Everyone has feelings and emotions. You need to learn how to process and release them in a healthy, effective way so you're not taking them out on your family. Because sometimes you're upset with your husband and you're unintentionally taking it out on your kids. So I teach you how to process that in a helpful, Christ-like way. Then we work on rewiring your brain to remain calm in triggering moments instead of reacting in anger so you can set a positive example for your kids. I know this is important to you. You want to set a positive example for your kids and how to handle anger well. I remember watching a video training years ago by Chip Ingram, and he said this phrase in there that stood out to me. Back then, I did not study anger, but he said this: you need to be able to tell your kids, follow Jesus how I follow Jesus. Read the Bible how I read the Bible. Deal with anger the way I deal with anger. And it was so interesting why that stood out to me. I don't know why, but that was many years ago. If we want our children to deal with their emotions well, we first need to deal with our feelings well and model that to them. We cannot expect immature 3-year-olds to maturely handle their big feelings when here we are, adults in our 20s and 30s and 40s, reacting in poor, destructive ways. Then we work on in the coaching program how to take your negative automatic thoughts captive so you can feel peaceful, calm, and stable and empowered as a mom. We all have thoughts. They are mostly negative. 90% of our thoughts are negative, 80% of them are repetitive. So unless you learn how to take them captive and redirect them to the truth, you're gonna keep feeling stuck. Your thoughts produce your feelings and your feelings produce your actions. Your thoughts plus feelings create your attitude. So it is very important to learn to take your thoughts captive. You have thoughts all the time. And if you find yourself in a negative attitude towards your husband and your kids, you need to learn how to take your thoughts captive. The next thing that we work on is remaining calm and regulated when your kids are having big emotions. So you model emotional stability and grow a safe relationship with your kids. I know that is so important to you. You want to be a safe space for your kids. And in order to do that, you need to have that emotional connection with your kids. If you feel uncomfortable around your children's big emotions and you constantly shut them down, you're not going to have that emotional connection. In order for you to have emotional connection, you need to be able to be present with your kids' big feelings and stay with them and help them through it. That's what creates that emotional connection with them. And then the last thing that we'll be working on is overcoming mom guilt, shame, and negative self-talk that you have, so you believe and know that you are the best mom for your kids. I know that right now you're filled with remorse, shame, guilt, and a lot of negative self-talk about who you are as a mom. You probably think that you're not even meant to be a mom, that you don't even deserve these children, that they're better off without you. Those are lies from the enemy. And we will learn how to take those thoughts captive and redirect them to the truth. Here's what you get when you are in the coaching program. This is the step-by-step process, or this is what is included in the package. You have pre-recorded trainings that drop every single week. So you have a step-by-step process, knowing exactly what to work on each week to become the peaceful mom that you desire to be. There are reflection questions with each training, so you can reflect on your actions and make intentional changes moving forward with your relationship and with your kids. Also, there are weekly live group coaching calls, so you can stay on track in the program and continue to implement the material to grow into the mom that God is calling you to be. For 12 weeks, you have Monday through Friday direct access to me through Voxer. It's an app where we send voice recordings to each other, text messages, and you take pictures of your reflection questions and you submit them to me there. You have support, accountability, and answers to your individual questions, so you feel supported along the whole journey. You also get lifetime access to these trainings, so you can refresh your skills and mindset anytime in the future. Also, whenever I create updates in the program, you will also get access to that. You will also get 3 private one-on-one sessions with me in the beginning of the program, middle of the program, and at the end of the coaching program. Here's what you can expect from me as a coach. I will respond to your Voxer messages Monday through Friday within a couple hours. I will check in with you 3 times a week through Voxer for support and accountability. You have the weekly live group coaching calls on Thursdays at 1 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You have the 3 private 60-minute calls with me. I pray over you. I encourage you. I support you. I give you accountability and answers to any individual questions. Also, you get support from someone who has walked on this journey herself, learning along the way, and can guide you to transform your motherhood. This is how I guarantee your results, how you know for sure you're going to have a transformation. When somebody invests into a passive course, studies have shown that less than 2% of the people actually complete passive courses. When somebody buys a book, let's say on anger, less than 0.5% of people implement the book knowledge. Taking the fact that you are currently feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, stressed out, your likelihood of getting to the root of your anger and changing it for the long term is even less than the statistics above. People that invest into coaching support see a 95% success rate because they have that support and accountability. How you know that your results are going to be guaranteed in this program is because you have a clear step-by-step process. Each week you know exactly what you're working on, so you can make steady progress, get to the root of your anger, and restore the peace in your home. You have one-on-one and group support with weekly calls, so you can understand your triggers, stay on track, and build a nourishing relationship with your family. You have personalized guidance from me Monday through Friday and direct access to me, so I can help you stay accountable, and you get personalized guidance so you never feel stuck on your journey. You also get weekly reflection questions. Completing reflection questions is super important. It will help you process your progress, recognize patterns in your triggers, and create lasting change. You will be surrounded by like-minded Christian moms that are dealing with the same exact problem as you are, so you can stay encouraged, accountable, and motivated through the support and prayer by them. My program is 100% money back guarantee if you follow the steps of the process. My friend, if you show up and you do the work, you will see the results. Your kids do not need a perfect mom. They need a peaceful home, a grounded mama, a present mama, a Christ-like mama. I know that you've spent money on sports, toys, and parties. Now it's time to invest in you because you are the best gift that you can give to your family. You have the most influence on them. You are their biggest impact in their lives. They see their childhood through you. This is your moment. No more guilt. No more wondering, what if this doesn't work? Let's flip it. What if this is the best thing that you ever imagined? What if this changes your legacy, my friend? This is your time. Say yes. Let's join Calm Christian Mom Coaching Program. I want to work with you. The link is in the show notes to join the program and to book your free consultation call. Before you go, I want you to listen to a short testimonial from one of my current clients who is finishing the coaching program. Her name is Stephanie. She's a homeschooling mom of 2 girls, and then she has a stepson and also an adult son. So I want you to listen to her testimonial and the transformation that she has received while we were working together.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I started Elizabeth's training a couple months ago, and I'm close to the end of the program now. And I think my biggest transformation in this program has been just my ability to stop and think through like the situation that's happening in front of me. It's not that anything huge has changed as far as my kids and their behavior and the way they act, but my response to them is different. And it's not all the time, it's not 100%, but it's far greater than it was when I first started the program. I think a big change has been that I'm no longer rushing my kids and speeding out the door, that I'm actually realizing that I can make time for this and they're more important than wherever we need to be or whatever else is going on, and how I handle myself is far more important than anything else. And just some other mindsets that have really helped me just respond to my kids in a more loving, gentle, and kind way. And I've really appreciated the I am statements that we do at the beginning of the program. One of mine is I am playful in hard situations, and that has really transformed a lot in our home, where I would normally want to just be frustrated at a situation and get upset or feed into it. But I have been able to just take a step back and make it playful, and it kind of snaps the kid out of spiraling down into a horrible attitude or a tantrum, whatever kid it is. It also changes the atmosphere of the home when I choose playfulness over frustration, but it's been a lot of intentionality of how I'm going to respond to my kids' attitudes, frustrations, their tantrums, and who I actually want to be for them. I think the intentionality and the preemptive work, like the things that Elizabeth has taken me through to prepare for the hard situations and the tantrums, because they're going to come and there's going to be hard things and there's going to be frustrating moments. But if I'm prepared for it, and my thoughts and my body and my mind and my emotions and my spirit is prepared for it, it just has a completely different outcome. So I am so grateful. This has been a wonderful journey, and thank you so much.
Hey mama, do you find yourself snapping over the smallest things, like spilled milk or constant whining, then feeling horrible afterwards? If you're tired of losing your temper and you want to show up with more patience, I have something for you. It's a free training called How to Be More Patient with Your Kids so you're not screaming over spilled milk. Inside, I'll walk you through 10 simple things you can start doing today to become a calmer, more Christ-like mom, even on the hard days. To get it for free, just leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and send a screenshot to hello@emotionallyhealthylegacy.com. Or if you'd rather skip the wait, you can grab it right now for just $27. The link is in the show notes. Let's help you become the peaceful, patient mom your kids need.